Hello, Grace. Hello, Amy. There is something recently I've been going through, and it was a challenge, and I needed friends I would talk to, and in the big number of friends I have, I managed actually getting two friends, who I try to talk to. They listened and they helped. Yeah. So after that, I felt like I'm losing interest in certain things, and actually I decided to make this our topic for today. So our topic for today is, what are you slowly losing interest in? Hello, SBF ladies, you are welcome. And thank you for always watching us. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Asanteni sana. To those who have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so, because it is free. Subscribe, comment, or like. Yeah, and here today, we are three ladies, as you've been watching us and seeing us before. Here, to those who are watching our YouTube channel for the first time, I'm Joanne.
I'm Grace.
I'm Immaculate.
Welcome to SBF. Now, that topic, I feel like you've just opened a door to us giving ourselves to these people, you people who are watching. And not that I would complain, that's why we're here. So I would say for me, the thing I'm slowly losing interest in, starting on a lighter note, is going out all the time. Like going out to the bar, specifically to the bar. Like, yeah, we can still go, but damn, let's do it once in a while. Why are we going every week, every Friday, every other day? It no longer makes sense.
Yeah.
And I am not saying, if you're like younger than us, by a few years, like we said, we are going on 30. So if you're still if you're still in your early 20s, go every day if you must. Enjoy that life. I did. Did you go out?
Yeah, I did so much.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so we really did go out, but I find that as we grow, the interest is
Becomes actually less. You start
going
losing.
down.
Yeah.
You start to wonder why you're going to spend your own money and be disrespected by the kids.
I know.
Yeah, you know, you're just there, and suddenly people want to talk to you. Like, who said I came here to talk to anyone? Yeah, I think for me, that's the highlight.
Yeah.
For the past couple of years, that's the one thing I found myself losing interest in continuously. Also, we can attribute to that I'm a piano, but I like it, but
You don't like it?
I wouldn't complain, but there's no need to play it for 2 hours straight.
Actually, people are becoming so addicted to it. Yeah, you find someone driving a car and shaking, and you're not doing those strokes of a piano. Yeah.
It's not bad, but then, I mean, where are the songs where we shake ourselves to? They are no longer there. Now you either are possessed or you leave them.
That is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the things that I'm slowly losing interest in, it is to, how can I phrase it? Being available for everyone. I've really lost interest. And I've reached a moment whereby I've categorized people. Now, like Abeza said, looking into her contacts, she has like over 300 people in her phone.
Yeah.
But she had this challenge and she had to approach someone, but she looked into it and she was like, oh, I only have 2 people that I can talk to about this. So what does that mean? It brings you to categorizing of friends.
Yeah.
Me, myself, I lost interest in really thinking that everyone is my friend. No, that cannot be. I categorize people in this way. I give them like funnels, whereby let's say when it comes to, I have a challenge, I need to talk to someone. It depends which challenge. I'll be like, is it a spiritual challenge? Who is that spiritual person that I have to talk to? Spiritual friend. You understand?
Yeah.
I'll go to that spiritual friend. I will not expect every other friend or even a colleague to go to a colleague at work and talk about something which is spiritual.
Exactly.
If it is something related to money, whom am I going to? Because sincerely speaking, most of the times when it is a money issue, it is always, if it is not my dad, my mom, my sisters, you know? Like that is the family. I categorize that. That is money.
Yeah.
It will be so rare for me to really go to, unless even a close friend, very close friend, that I have to approach for money. But then you find someone calling you all of a sudden from nowhere. They're just colleagues, not even you've spoken the last 20 years or even more so. Someone is calling you over money. It means they've not categorized their friends. So to me, I've really learned this thing of categorizing. When it comes to having fun, whom am I going to share my joy with? You know, I won't share with everyone because some people will not be happy for your joy. When it comes to sadness, who are those people that I'm going to be with? Who are your support system? Because that is what I've learned. I do not have to give all the burden to everyone. No. Me, myself, I wouldn't want that. So
I mean,
categorizing is good.
When you find yourself being called by someone you haven't spoken to in a while, like, hi, I need money, like, excuse me.
Like, who are you?
I would not call you if I needed money.
People are so confident, actually.
Yeah.
I know.
Very.
And I would like to think sometimes that maybe someone is desperate. But there are people also with categorization. There are people who simply categorize you as the friend they ask money for.
By
Yes.
the way.
Yeah, and you just find in their life when they are stuck, you're the one.
Yes. And you've taken
Even
it
if you're
on.
not close, even if you're not talked for months, for years, you're the person they reach out to.
Yeah, maybe you're the money lender. Because, you know, in a way you might make some business out of it. Because the other thing I've really learned is to take everything with grace. And know that good or bad, it is for you. It is for the good of you.
Yeah.
Now, that really brings you to losing interest in cheap talks, in cheap things, you know. That will really help you to know how to save. Yeah, back to you, Abeza.
Yeah, and again to add on the amazing talks that the points that you've just mentioned, I'm losing interest in, I think, should I take it back? I'm losing interest in having a lot of friends who are surrounding me but they are not beneficial on my side in any way. What do I mean? You have a big number of friends, but when you look into these categories of friends, actually, spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, you don't relate, financially, you don't relate to any of them. You understand? So the end result of that, they are not profitable to you in any way. So there I choose rather to be alone, probably have my family as my close people. And the moment I get friends who are really profitable to me in all those aspects of life, financially, spiritually, mentally, and I think even socially, then I think by that time I would really love to have as many friends as I can. But before that, I've really lost interest in that because you find yourself having a lot of friends, but in actual sense, they are just benefiting from you and you're not benefiting anything from them. So it is okay, ladies. You can still be there, you know, give yourself your own company, give yourself company of your family, you understand, until you get the right people who you feel these people matter in your life. They profit your life, you know. When you are there and you are stressed, you're going under stress, you know. By the way, I'm a psychologist, so you're going under stress. There is that close person you should always feel free to talk to open up to. So if you don't have that kind of person, please feel okay to still make your
Pay for
family your
therapy.
friends. Actually, yeah, they
You don't
should.
need a friend when there is therapy.
Yeah.
So,
So I've really lost interest in having a lot of friends who are not cheap, who I'm not profiting in. Yeah.
I think for me, the thing I have lost interest in, another thing is things that make jobs that make me a starving artist.
wow.
Yeah, I am done with those. And I know a lot of people are like, these creators in Uganda, these, poets, what? Why are they demanding for money? They're not even that good. I'm like, it is well. I will not perform. I haven't performed in years. I was just like, I am not going to be on stage and be broke. It will not
That is
happen.
true.
Yeah, so for me, I feel like I have closed doors to anything that requires my hard work and does not pay me back.
That is true.
And I know that for some people it's okay, they will do it for free, but I will not do it.
That is true. Because in the end, actually, you become a slave.
Yeah, I've let go of many things I'm good at. I've let go of singing, that dream
Wow.
can last you a long time. So, right. I've let go of writing. I think I wrote for like 3 years professionally. And I realized, what am I benefiting from this?
Yeah.
And then poetry, I did shows for like a year. It was a struggle life. Yeah. Recently someone reached out to me and they were like, we are looking for poets, we have a show. And I was like, what are you giving the poets in return? And this guy tells me, if you bring enough people, we'll give you 100,000.
Wow.
So not only do they expect you to write a poem for their show, they expect you to perform at their show and also bring them crowds. And that is the only way you'll be paid. I just, I deleted their number and I moved on.
Yeah, that was a right decision.
Yeah,
to
we
do.
should stop glorifying making hardworking people in this country work for free.
That is
And
true.
people think that artists are time wasters. As long as you're not a doctor, you're not a lawyer, you're not doing any of this professional work. Well, it was a while ago where people would automatically think that you're doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think even my family struggled with what I used to do. Because I'll be sleeping the whole day and then I wake up at night and I'm writing. And then they're like, but why don't you look for a real job?
I know.
I know.
Yeah. So I think artists, well, creators, poets, content creators, all of them in Uganda, and it's a conversation that people have started to have,
Yeah.
need to be paid. They
Yeah.
need to be paid better, they need to be paid more. And for me, I am done with anyone and anything that would make me pose as a starving artist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
That was
I really-
interesting.
That was so powerful and interesting, because that is also something that I really got fed up of, settling for less.
Yeah.
Completely. I've lost interest in it.
Yeah.
Not even getting close to something that will really pay me little, or try to even demean my profession or my entire being. I do not want, because I do not want to settle for less. And back to that issue of also friends. I saw something somewhere, someone stating that if you do not have to be with friends whom you cannot exchange life and be comfortable with it. That was really
That
touching.
was so powerful. Yeah.
It was so touching. Then you're like, when you look into it, would you want to live my life that I'm living the way I am? That is a question that you have to ask yourself. Look into your friends and get to know, really, would I want to live her life if we had to exchange their lives?
Yeah.
So when you look into it, you'll be like, okay, yes, because at a certain point you lose some people, but at a certain point some will get back or some will drop off completely, so that they can, which is good.
Kind of an error.
Yeah, it is like a phase, because you are at different levels,
Yeah.
and at a point you have to be on the same level to think the same, or even someone has to think better than you, because we have to have people who think better than us, because when you're in the same circle of friends who you think the same way, no one will develop the other person.
That is true.
Yeah, so have people who will really build you up and not really tear you down.
Yeah.
So I think I've lost interest in settling for less. Let it be in relationships, let it be work. I'll not settle for something, even if people tend to say, you can apply, go out and apply to different, even if they're really way
Even
below,
if it
you
is
know?
sweeping.
Yes, that it is work, as long as they're giving,
No.
Let it be my status. I will not settle less for it. Nothing. I will not settle for less. That is the bottom line.
I relate with that a lot. Older people have a tendency to try and diminish us.
Yeah.
And I understand that it is what they were going through then. But
Yeah.
the world has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Why are you telling me to go and bend over backwards for someone who has nothing to offer me?
Offer you.
I am a journalist. I'm a communicator. You're telling me, even if it's a cleaning job, who am I cleaning for? Why?
Thank you. And you've really gone to school, you studied journalism, and then someone is telling you, go to that media house and do the cleaning, and then you, no. And in this, thank you, in this era whereby we have social media, you can go out, use your own power and your knowledge that you have acquired from school, go out and present yourself, and that is where they'll pick you up from. You do not really need
start a TikTok.
Actually, to add on that, people have to be confident in themselves. Because most of the times you find someone who acts that way. Let's assume you are doing law, or you're a lawyer already, and someone is referring you to a certain office to go and sweep, wash their utensils. You understand? By the time someone comes to tell you that, actually, there are times someone tells you that according to how sometimes even you know, according to how someone sees you already, how you present yourself. You understand? So I think we should always be confident, and we should learn to set standards. I love that thing of setting your standards. And setting standards also goes with setting boundaries. Knowing our boundaries in every aspect, setting our standards. So through that, I think it would help us more. So do you have anything more to add on what you've lost interest in? Because on my side, I think there are very, very many. There
are so many. I mean, we are out of time.
We are out of time. And of course, we would love our viewers there also to add something, because you, as our viewers, you have something you've lost interest in. And if it is there, please go into our comment section and comment, write it there. If needed, we shall make it our next topic in our next talk. Thank you so much for having been with us, and please don't forget to subscribe, like or comment. It is free. And share, actually, as you comment, as you like, please share.
If you find yourself with friends who are like-minded, why not plug them? Plug them. We are going to be talking about all kinds of topics. And we've told you before, we'll tell you again. Please let us know the topics you are interested in and things you would like us to talk about. In fact, we've been thinking of starting a segment asking for a friend. So if you have a question that you want us to ask and answer, or even a question you want us to answer for you as yourself, we shall, talk about it. Treat us as your
Google. Friend, as your Google.
But like the human Google.
I know. Oh, guys, thank you so much. It was such a nice topic and touching to all of us. Hope you've also received it in the same spirit. So the takeaway from us is build relationships whereby you really be pleased in them, and be confident, love yourself, and represent yourself in a way that people will really appreciate what you're doing, and then take you on. You do not have to really be stepped on for you to then rise, you can start from believing in yourself, and then you do the rest. So thank you so much. We love you. Thank you.